Hello, my name is Alexei. I'm philosopher, polymath, educator, musician, and scientist, certainly. I wrote a book about ethics, critiques of an egoism. And I translated to English, not by myself, but using Yandex Translator. I don't have budget to pay someone to manually translate all these lines. And please help me to translate this book to your native language, so that it will benefit humanity, human race. So there would be less greed, egoism. Yep. This is third part of 10 parts. I hope you would comprehend my incomprehensible speech, incomprehensible way of reading. Sorry, I don't read fluently in English, cause I don't know. I can't read fast, cause I don't see the way how thought is lead from previous thoughts. I want to say that my intonations would be funny and strange and unpleasant, but there is no other option. You have to suffer in order to be a good person. Yeah, I'm Christian. No, I'm not Christian. Let's begin. Point number 29. There are many types of free entertainment, or penny entertainment, almost free entertainment. There are the ones my friends and acquaintances listed to me. Social entertainment, party games, board games, long walks around the city, swimming, gossip on the phone, football or other game sports, singing, dancing, children yard games, snowballs. Creative entertainment, cooking according to new recipes for yourself, drawing, making origami out of paper, writing novels or poetry, creating art objects from natural resources, creating any challenge for yourself and completing it, reading fiction. Visit the library to read a book that costs a lot of money in bookstores. Natural and active entertainment, going out into nature, beach, field, forest, river, mountains, etc. Called hiking. Climbing trees, just for a day, go to some unfamiliar place, explore it, and return home. Dig up potatoes and bake them over a campfire. Run through the fragrant flower field. Walking out a day trip. Nothing is required except food and water. Picking mushrooms. Cultural entertainment. Visit the art space. Go to a street performance. Attend a concert with free entrance. Attend a cult paid event for free. as a volunteer to wander around the city, look for new locations, hiking through the sights of the city, going to distilleries with passers-by who do not suspect they are participating in the race. Taking a piece under the stars. Listen to an audiobook while walking through the city at night or sitting on the bank of a river, of the Ruffin River. Personal or experimental. Collecting any bullshit of your choice. Digging on the balcony in research of artifacts of your past. Unlock memories, for example, dig up old files on your computer. Go out into the rain without an umbrella, sing or dance. Met a girl. Reading very old correspondence. Reading old posts. Sunbathing. Taking a hot bath or contrast shower. Jogging. Contemplating sunset or dawn. Use your left hand for actions that you can do with your right hand, and use your right hand for actions which you can do with your left hand. Yeah, long list. Strangely, how does it linked to philosophy and ethics? Also, I have to say that other variant of the name of this book is 100 Main Thoughts, How to Become Mindful Person. Well, paid entertainment is also cool, but understand that beating off the advertising budget is the main component of the price of entertainment, and not at all as the entertainment service. After all, there is an incredible amount of entertainment in our abundant world. And they all compete for consumers. Please wait a minute. In our plentiful world, and they all compete for consumers. In other words, you will basically pay the company's expenses for covering your service for potential customers. Point number 30. It is not necessary to use other people to achieve your own goals. It is better to use yourself, because you belong to yourself. Other people don't belong to you. But this is acceptable if some people voluntarily and gratuitously agree to help you achieve your goals, the essence of which you tell sincerely. Point number 31. Please don't make promises that you can't keep. The essence of promises is precisely that the interlocutor believes that the promise will come true. If you freely make any promises, then you will simply gain a reputation as an unreliable person. Point number 32. In the Harvard study of personality development, scientists studied the main factor of happiness. The subjects was 724 men. Unfortunately, there were no women in the sample. There were two groups, Harvard students and children from poor families in Boston. The research began back in the Second World War. At the moment, researchers have come to the conclusion that good relationships make our lives healthy and happy. The quality and depth of close relationships was that influenced the quality of life. Loneliness negatively affects your health and shortens your life. Like Aristotle says, but without friends, no one can wish for live a life. After all, in happiness and in misery, we believe we need friends. Some help us endure adversity, others share happiness with us. But sorry guys, perhaps this quote is distorted, flawed. You can saw resource of this research. Just watch this link. You know what? This is Russian version. Please wait. I would find English version. Lately. I hope I'll change it. Point 33. After graduating from high school, I came to the conclusion that the two most useful subjects were English and algebra. Moreover, English is even more useful, as you see. We all know that studying at school is boring, and we were all forced to. Try to educate yourself and find fun, entertaining, and enjoyable ways to learn these two disciplines. For English, I can recommend the free Duolingo if you play from a computer in a browser, and if you install AdBlock, AdCard, then there will be no ads. For algebra and mathematics, I can recommend interactive game courses from the brilliant website. There is paid subscription with access to all courses, but free ones are also good. And also you can buy annual subscription, but get access to all courses. They are amazing. And obviously you have to just link your bank card, and before months is over of your subscription, you must unlink. Just say, no, I don't want to buy your courses. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, brilliant. And you have to use, I don't know from what countries. Also, if you're a rich person, or maybe you're earning enough money to live comfortable life, maybe use monthly and or annual subscription if you want grow in physics, mathematics, statistics, theory of probability, and other stuff, computer science. So you don't have to pay real money. You can just simply get access for a month freely. Yeah, but don't forget to deny deal with this service. Yep. Point number 34. In every country, subculture, ideology, religion, sect, denomination, or any other social group, there are people who represent it and who create a bad image of this social group. However, one should not think that all representatives of this group have qualities the marginal representatives have. Don't jump to conclusions, please. Listen. All Christians don't behave identically in everything. All Muslims do not behave identically in everything. All atheists do not behave identically in everything. All feminists do not behave identically in everything. All chauvinists do not behave identically in everything. All blacks, Africans, dark-skinned, all dark-skinned people do not behave identically in everything. All Asians do not behave identically in everything. All Europeans do not behave identically in everything. All Caucasians do not behave identically in everything. All migrants do not behave identically in everything. All Russians do not behave identically in everything. All Ukrainians do not behave identically in everything. All Americans do not behave identically in everything. All gypsies do not behave identically in everything. All beggars do not behave identically in everything. All rich people don't behave identically in everything. All old people do not behave identically in everything. All children don't behave identically in everything. All vegans don't behave identically in everything. All meat eaters do not behave identically in everything. All gays don't behave identically in everything. All straight people don't behave identically in everything. All lefts do not behave identically in everything. All rightists do not behave identically in everything. I hope I made a clear point. Identically in everything, identically in everything, identically in identically in everything, identically in identically in everything, identically in everything. All do not behave identically in everything, do not behave identically in everything, do not behave identically in everything, do not behave identically in everything. Point number 35. Some of you have the thought, I want to be a good parent. I believe that mindful people are good parents. To be a good parent, it is important to develop awareness, conscientiousness, and empathy. But parenting also requires constant learning, flexibility, and attend to a child unique needs. Point number 36. Point number 36. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that anyone can hold any beliefs, and that no one allowed to demand that a given person renounce her beliefs. So don't ask anyone to give up thoughts that are expressed in a person's speech and that seems harmful or idiotic to you. Even if you think that the person is saying something extremely radical, then try to find out her logic and beliefs, and then give them a critical analysis. Remember that there is social control that will not allow this person to easily and simply take radical actions. John Stuart Mill wrote on his freedom, if all of humanity except one person shares this same opinion, humanity has no right to silence the one person. And perhaps the quote is distorted. Sorry, guys. Point number 37. How to become mindful person. Psychological pain is in no way inferior to bodily pain. Words can literally hurt. Just all blows to the body can hurt. Hurting words are like shrapnel. They can get stuck in the body for many years and bring periodic pain, even when there is no contact with the altar of the hurting words. There are wounds from enemy shots. There are wounds from shots fired by colleagues. By peers. Getting injured by peers. Is more painful than by an enemy. There are injuries sustained in the ring. There are injuries sustained in the kitchen. By ring I meant fight scene. There are injuries sustained in the kitchen. Kitchen injuries are more unpleasant to receive. Point number 38. Addictions take away your resources and freedom. Recognize your addictions and overcome your addictions. Think about how addiction manages your actions. Think about how you will gain power over yourself by taking power away from addiction. To determine what you are addicted to, write down your day in detail, how you live it, and try not to consciously commit to certain items for at least a few days. If there is a feeling of loss or unmet need, then this is it. Another way to determine what your addiction is to Google what addictions exist and compare them with your lifestyle. A universal method of overcoming addictions has been developed, and methods have been developed for each type of addiction. The basis of the book, The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. The basis. What the book? The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. This book has been adapted to fit the rest of the addictions. Some addictions can be so deep and biologically determined that simple analysis or self-help methods are insufficient. Alcohol and drug addictions often requires comprehensive medical intervention and long-term therapy. Not just self-control or conscious withdrawal. Not just self-control or rejection. Thus, an approach based solely on personal will and addiction recognition may not work in difficult cases. Also, seek help from friends, family, and therapists, doctors, or anonymous support groups. Learn to distinguish laws, requirements, instructions. Sorry, wait a minute. Wait a minute! Learn to distinguish laws, requirements, instructions, recommendations. All have varying degrees of commitment. I think these phenomena can get confused in the head, and a person plans a decision disproportionately, either with unnecessary restrictions or with crossing the border. It is deplorable when one person controls another person and imposes disproportionate rules on him, on her. I advise you to study the theory, that is, read the list at the link. Here's at least for you: regulations, normative propositions. Then I advise you to participate, distinguishing and applying in life. And in order to cope with this, you need to engage in reflection. That is, an analysis of your life and events, thoughts and beliefs, behavior and decisions. That is all for this part. Thank you for spending your time and your money, because time is money. Obviously, time is money, isn't it? Please check other chapters, parts. Please help me translate this book to other languages to benefit society, human race, humanity, so that more people would be more mindful, conscientious, kind, empathical, get more empathy, and I become rich. No, I don't want to become rich. It's unnecessary. Thank you for spending time with me, learning how to be a mindful person. I want you to discuss my thoughts with friends or peers and analyze them and criticize them and tell me that where I'm wrong, and I analyze it and I guess admit that I'm wrong in this and this. This is the main purpose of, this is the main method in philosophy to trying to understand from other points of view where you're wrong. If you're using this method, well, you would came to truth very quickly. Oh, not so quickly. Bye!